scores in that 30 seconds or so that we were offline. It's a 0-0 game here between the Lady Wildcats and the Noble Whitley Lady Warriors. Looks like Noble Whitley has figured out that they want to keep Addie from getting involved as much as they can avoid it. She does get her hand on the ball there, puts a shot up, it's too strong, and rebounded by Noble Whitley. Hustling down the floor in a hurry, that looks like a travel, but I guess we'll let it go. Nice rebound there by Addie after the missed shot. Cassie drives to the free throw line, kicks out to Ruth, ball is stolen. This is a foul committed by Ruth. Ball in play for Noble Whitley. Free throw line jumper is good. And Noble Whitley scores the first basket of the game. 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter, and that just barely gets ahead to Ruth. Cassie with the ball, puts up a shot from 3, no good, and rebounded by 14 for Noble Whitley. June defending. Shot up, that is way too long, and Cassie gets the rebound. Shot up for Addie, just off the mark. Also on the floor, I don't think I've ever said who's on the floor completely. We've got Cecilia, Cassie, June, Ruth, and Addie. And Noble Whitley trying to get another opportunity. Cassie chases that ball out of bounds. Outside the three-point line, drive inside, trying to go over Addie. That is not easy, and this is June in there going after the rebound. It's a jump ball, which means Warrior ball. And ball in, shot up, and no good. Chasing that rebound down in the backcourt is Noble Whitley, number 25. Shot is up, no good. Again, having to go over Addie. Not an easy thing to do, and Addie gets that rebound. Cassie drives down hard toward the basket, then kicks back out to Ruth outside the three-point line. To Addie at the free throw line, then back out to June. June drives in, gets it to Addie. Addie's shot is up and good. Nice use of the glass by Addie. She ties the game at 2. And that's definitely a travel. So the ball will go back to the Wildcats with 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Score is 2-2. Ball in play. Cassie across half court with it. Drives in, kicks out to June. June tries to get over Cecilia. It ends up in Ruth's hands. We're going to have a jump ball, which stays Wildcat ball. Baseline inbounds play coming. Ball into Ruth. Ruth tries to get it to Addie. Ball is poked away. Ruth still after it, but it does end up in the hands of Noble Whitley. Shot on its way. It's a long two-pointer, no good, and Addie right there to cover up the second opportunity. The third opportunity is good. Actually, really, that was the second shot. The second opportunity really did not it is. Back to Noble Whitley. Addie able to get there for the steal, puts the shot up, no good. Ball is bouncing around and Noble Whitley comes away with it. And that's a foul committed by Ruth. That might be her second foul, if I am remembering correctly, that the first one was on her also. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Addie. Now Cassie with the ball, flanked by June. Cassie crossing to Ruth. Ruth's shot just off the mark. Ball bounces around on the floor. I think we'll have another jump ball, which goes to the Wildcats. Good job by Ruth getting in there to tie it up. Sorry, that was June. June got in there to tie it up. We've got Olivia coming into the game. Ruth has, I believe, those 2 fouls. And we still have 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Cassie with the ball. Puts up the shot and hits. Nice shot from the baseline for Cassie. Wildcats lead the Noble Whitley Warriors 4-2. Full court press. And poked loose by June from behind. Noble Whitley still ended up with the ball, but definitely not with the fast break opportunity that they looked like they would have. Ball in play. Shot is up for Noble Whitley. No good. Weak side offensive rebound, but I believe she stepped on the line, and the ball goes back to the Wildcats. Olivia, that also looks like a travel. And a little bit of a lazy pass there, poked away, stolen, and that's definitely also a travel. But I think we were out of time anyway, so that may have been why she stopped. So after one quarter, the score is 4-2 with the Wildcats in front. Not a ton of scoring in that first quarter, but definitely lots of activity, and hopefully that will turn into some more points in quarter number 2. Second quarter underway. Noble Whitley with the ball. Shot is up, skips off the rim, rebounded by Noble Whitley. Wildcats kind of struggling. I think they are playing a zone and struggling to rebound out of it. They're on the block with some really tough defense is Addie. There's just nowhere to go against her height. Shot is up, no good. I think there was a whistle called for 3-second violation. So Wildcats with the ball. Coming across half court. Cassie to June. June inside to Addie. That shot a little bit off the mark, rebounded by Cecily. Out to Cassie. Cassie's shot is up. That is off the mark as well. Ball rolling on the floor, picked up by June. Out to Olivia. Olivia's shot is up and short. Goes out of bounds. It is Warrior ball. Defending on the ball, doing a nice job. 22 struggling, can't get open, has to pass it off. Shot is up and offensive rebound. Another shot on its way. This one, man, that really rattled all the way around a couple of times before being rebounded by Addie. At the free throw line, she is being swarmed, and that ball just slipped through Cassie's fingers. Noble Whitley looking to double or triple team Addie, because she is such a challenge to deal with her height and quick reflexes. Shot on its way. That one is off the glass and in. That's a long two-pointer about the free throw line. Score back to tied, 4-4. Cassie with the ball outside the three-point line. Over to June. Inside to Addie. Addie's shot is up. Oh, very nearly good. Love to see her get squared up on some of those. She's so close to hitting, even with awkward position. And number 13 wide open at the other end of the floor for Noble Whitley, lays it in unimpeded. Score is now 6-4. Olivia with the ball, puts up a shot that is short. June chasing it down, cannot quite get there. Looks like Iris is coming in for Cecilia. 3:25 to go in the second quarter. Wildcats down by 2. And June pokes that out of bounds. Addie there nicely able to turn 25 away. Shot up for 13. That's off the mark. She gets her own rebound that is blocked by Addie and rebounded. Outlet to Cassie. She's on the run down the floor. Gets the three-point line, advances to Addie. Shot is up off the mark, rebounded by Noble Whitley. Iris doing a great job defensively. Nice block by Addie. And a timeout called by Noble Whitley. 2:28 to go in the second quarter. The scoreboard says first quarter, but I feel like that is often just camped out on the first quarter. But it is actually the second, and the Wildcats are down by 2. we are heading back to the action. Wildcats on defense, on the floor. Oh, that was Olivia with the steal. I think the ball may have touched the line. Great hustle play by her, just stepping in front of that pass. But unfortunately, Wildcats can't hang on to possession. It was just very tight against that line. So we'll do that again from the other side. Nova Whitley trying to get it in. And that's 5 seconds. Great job. Even better defensively that time. Pass not even attempted. And possession goes back to the Wildcats. Ball in play. Cassie has it. Also on the floor, June, Olivia, Iris, and Addie. Ruth out right now with 2 fouls. And then some other players have rotated in too. But obviously you can only have 5 in there at once. Shot up for Cassie, just skips off the rim, right into good position for Addie to rebound, but she can't get the layup to go. Was kind of falling away. 22 trying to get down the floor, chucks up a really wild shot that actually got pretty close to dropping in. Trying to get it over the head of Addie, it definitely was high enough. By Addie, and that ball is knocked out of bounds by Nova Whitley after Addie grabbed the ball out of the air. She's got just really quick hands. Ball in. Cassie outside the three-point line. Over to Addie outside the three-point line. Puts up the shot off the mark. That's a little outside of her typical range. Nova Whitley on the run the other direction. And another block by Addie. They might have gotten her for the foul this time. 1:16 to play in the second quarter. .32 at the line for Nova Whitley. Wildcats still down 2. Has not been a lot of scoring this quarter. First free throw is good. That one off the mark and knocked out of bounds, I think, by Addie. So it will remain Nova Whitley ball. But with now a 3-point lead for the Warriors. And Cassie pokes that loose. Gets down the floor and draws the foul on the layup. So 2 free throws coming for Cassie. First one is good. Second one is off and ball goes out of bounds, tipped out by Addie. So score is now 7-5. Wildcats still down 2. 41 seconds to go in the second quarter. Wildcats with full court press. Olivia pounding, and June is going to get called for the foul. Funny because the coach looks like he's yelling over there, but we can't hear him at all. So it almost looks like a mute. That was a travel by Noble Whitley. So the ball will come back to the Wildcats with 38.7 seconds to go in the second quarter. Cassie drives into the free throw line, out to Addie. Addie's shot is up, off the mark, rebounded by Noble Whitley. And they get across the half-court line. Down to the block. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by June. 15 seconds to go. Cassie hustles down the floor. Into Addie. Addie's shot is up and good. And the Wildcats tie the game. Clock is still ticking even with the ball out of bounds. We've got 2 seconds to go, and that's just going to be it. So after 2 quarters at halftime, it is 7-7. A tight one in this semifinal game here at the Crossroads Clash. intel that, shot up for Ruth is good from the baseline. Wildcats in front for the first time in a while, 9-7. I got the intel that the period button is not working on the clock, so that's why it still says first quarter when it's actually third. Shot up no good for Noble Whitley, and it was rebounded by the Wildcats, but they turned it over. On the floor for the Wildcats, says that shot goes up for Noble Whitley and is rebounded by June. June obviously on the floor. Cassie, Ruth, back out there after having to sit for a while with those 2 fouls. Addie and Cecilia. Into Addie, back out to Cassie. Over to Ruth. Ruth puts up a shot and it goes in. 2 in a row for Ruth. She was really just thinking about that perfect shot while she was taking that second quarter break. And that gives the Wildcats now a 4-point lead. Block pass stolen by Addie, and her pass down the floor a little too long for Cassie. Reclaimed by Noble Whitley. Ruth hounding her as she gets down the floor. Another nice block by Addie and rebounded by Cassie. Outlet to Ruth. Comes up the floor with the ball. Now Cassie has it outside the circle. Ruth over to June. Looking to get inside to Addie. They do. That shot no good, and Addie gets her own rebound. Another shot up no good. June with the follow, also no good. Cecilia gets a shot up no good. Efficiency here is not great. But lots of good looks at the basket, or whatever that's worth. It is good to see some really nice rebounding on that possession. And that's 10 seconds in the backcourt. Great defense. Wildcats coming out of that halftime huddle and very, very motivated to turn this game in their favor. Out to June. June's shot is up, a little short. Addie getting in there, grabbing that rebound. Out to June. Over to Cassie. Cassie puts up a 3. Can't get it to roll. Swatted over to Cecilia. Her shot's up, no good. Another swat out by Addie. And this time, looks like they're going to call a foul on Cecilia. I think that was, I feel like it could have gone either way on a foul or a jump ball. But Cecilia definitely physically dominating. So they erred on the side of foul. Cecilia being a more imposing figure than the girl she was tying it up with. So Wildcats are leading 11-7 with 3:26 to go in the third quarter. This is the 12U semifinal. And then the championship game will be tomorrow, also the third place game tomorrow. So either way, these girls will be playing again tomorrow. But hopefully in that championship game. Wildcats coming out on defense. They are full court pressing. And Cassie gets in there, and this is definitely a tie-up. It will stay at Noble Whitley ball, so they will redo that inbounds, but with an arrow flip on that possession board. Ball in play. And a little mishandle and a travel. Really nice job defending in the backcourt by the Wildcats, forcing the turnover. And now the ball in play. Over to June, now to Ruth. Out to June, inside to Addie, kicking out to Cassie. Cassie thought about the 3. June will put up the 2. No good. And ball picked up by Cecilia. Ruth, now Cassie. Cassie outside the 3-point line. Oh, so good, in and out, but it does not go. And Cassie is right there to get the steal on the kind of errant pass. So the Wildcats will reset for another look at the basket, which Ruth puts up, no good. Cassie with the follow That was blocked, and it went out of bounds. Last touch. It looks like last touch Noble Whitley. I did not see a signal from the ref, but Cecilia is out of bounds on the baseline, looking like she will receive the ball. Ball into Cassie, and it's good. Baseline jumper. Score now 13-7. Wildcats in front by 6. 2:40 to play in the third quarter. And Wildcats tangling. Cassie getting in there to force another jump ball, and this time the possession goes back to the Wildcats. Really great assertive defense in the backcourt for these 12U ladies. Cecilia again on the baseline. Gets it into Cassie. We saw something very similar a moment ago, but unfortunately Cassie's shot didn't fall that time. But the Wildcats do get the offensive rebound. Inside to Addie, back out to Cassie, back over to June. Now Ruth. Doing a nice job moving the ball around, kind of an overload on the left side. And now Ruth puts up a shot and hits. Good patience by the Wildcats, not forcing a bad shot, just getting a nice clean look for Ruth. And this is a timeout. Girls have not, there's so many whistles happening in this gym. Girls did not stop playing, which honestly when you're here that's generally pretty smart. So after the timeout, under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Wildcats have really opened up a big lead in this quarter. They now have an 8-point lead. Noble Whitley has not scored in this quarter yet. And Cecilia with a nice block. She gets the rebound and does a great job of protecting that ball, not letting it get tied up even with that tough position on the baseline. Wildcats with the ball, trying to get that into Addie. Almost, yep, it is turned over. And I think June's going to get called for a foul. That's definitely her second. I don't think it's her third. I love her aggressiveness. I love Ruth's aggressiveness. I mean, really everybody out there, they are the two that have the two fouls, but it is, I feel like, worth it for the effort that they put forth on the defensive end if they're going to pick up a couple of fouls. Hopefully only a couple. Nice job turning 13 away as she tried to get inside. And a nice block and rebound by Addie. Boy, she is just, it's just at like having a giant oak tree in the middle of the paint down there. A lovely oak tree, of course. Less than a minute to go. That shot from Ruth, no good, but Ruth getting in on the action. She's not ready to be done with that end of the floor. Noble Whitley does get it down. Shot on its way. That is no good, and Cecilia there to get the rebound. Looks like she's going to get tied up. And it is Noble Whitley ball with 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. her hands on that, knocked it out of bounds. Still about 32 seconds. Just a couple attempts ticked off. Iris comes back in. Cecilia goes out. Shot is up, and Addie with a nice rebound. Oh, but it's ripped away, but she gets the block, and this time she won't wait for it to get ripped away. Outlets to Cassie. Down the floor, all the way to Ruth in the corner. Ruth gets along the baseline, back out to June. Moving the ball around, Cassie puts up a three. I think that was a hair too late, but it was off the mark anyway. So the Wildcats hold Noble Whitley to 0 points in that quarter and score 8 of their own, which means they have an 8-point lead heading into the fourth. Here we go, fourth quarter. June with the ball. They are definitely looking to try to get it to Addie, but she is off and double teamed. Shot up for Ruth. No good. She's had good success in this game from that same position on the baseline, just that one didn't go. This is going to be a foul on Iris. Ball in. Cassie gets the steal in the backcourt. Over to June. Now Ruth. Overloading that left side again. And into Addie. Oh, and it is knocked away. Addie picks it up. And Ruth puts up another shot from the baseline. This one's off the mark. Rebounded by Noble Whitley. And June tips that out of bounds. It stays Noble Whitley ball. Ball in play. Noble Whitley rushing to get across half court. They do get down there. And, oh, that looked like a travel. She may have been bobbling the ball a little bit. Shot is up. That is off the mark. Offensive rebound. Almost a jump ball between two Noble Whitley players. But they did realize that they were on the same team. Still have the ball. Driving in. And still moving the ball around. Shot up from the free throw line. No good. Addie tips it out. And Cassie can't quite save it in the corner. So it goes still back to Noble Whitley. Shot is up and good. That is the first basket for Noble Whitley since the second quarter. Shot up no good for Ruth. Rebound by Addie out to Ruth again. June puts up a shot. Can't quite get it to go. Ball on the floor. Iris getting on the floor with it. It's a jump ball. Goes to Noble Whitley. Brooks in front gets the steal. Ruth puts up a shot. Oh, can't get it to go. Addie with the follow. No good. Another opportunity. Still no good. Ball bouncing around. June with the rebound out to Ruth. And that one's good. Boy, it is nice to get a basket out of that after some really close layup attempts that just did not go. Shot is up at the other end. Boy, that really looked like it was going to fall for Noble Whitley, but it fell backwards and out into the hands of the Wildcats. Down the floor, June to Addie. Addie's shot is up and in. Nice quick basket for the Wildcats. Now a 10-point lead with 3:17 to go in the game. And a timeout called by Noble Whitley. Wildcats, which, as has often happened, it turns into offense. Cassie putting up a three, no good. Bounced long, and Noble Whitley saved it. They really didn't have to, but they do save it. They're on the run down the other way. And 20 goes to the ground. Addie out of the game. Cecilia's in. Cecilia set some really nice blocks, too. A good protection inside. Shot up. Oh, man, all the way around and out. Rebounded by Cecilia. Also on the floor, Cassie, Ruth, Iris, and June. Ball down low to Ruth. She has to come back out. Just a little bit of a mishandle. Cassie on the baseline draws the foul as she was going up for that shot, so she'll head to the line. Boy, there must be a really exciting game happening on the other court, because it is the noise level in here. You probably can't tell over the live stream, but it has elevated. Cassie's first free throw is good. She's taking three. She's made two.
Did she get an and one? How she took
Just took four.
Oh,
A couple of misses there for the Wildcats, and now we're headed back toward the Noble Whitley end of the floor. I think she's going to get called for a travel on that sliding foot. June with the ball, gets it into Cassie. Cassie back to June. Facing some pressure from Noble Whitley over to Ruth. Ruth gets across half court and tries to hand it off to Cassie, and is poked loose by Noble Whitley and stolen in the back court. Shot on its way. It's a long three-pointer, but not long enough. It goes out of bounds to the Wildcats. Less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Looks like Noble Whitley is putting in their Cassie. That one's good from 3. And that gives the Wildcats a 14-point lead. I think Noble Whitley has concluded it's insurmountable and has put in a lot of their bench players soon getting called for a foul. And Coach Reese calling a timeout. He may do the same, having seen that white flag waved for Noble Whitley. Looks like he is going to get in some other players as well. So coming into the game for the Wildcats, we've got Olivia and Vesper joining Iris, Cecilia, and Cassie on the floor. 1:39 to go in the game. Cecilia with a nice rebound. Taking full advantage of her height advantage by having those arms straight up. Cassie passes over to Vesper. Back out to Cassie. And back to Vesper. Vesper drives on the baseline. And I know she'd like to be able to put that shot up, but she was covered. Cecilia, Vesper passes out to her. Shot is no good. Iris gets it out to Olivia. And another offensive rebound. Cassie with the ball. Less than a minute to go. Cecilia with the ball. Over to Vesper. Back out to Cassie. Wildcats still moving the ball around, looking for an opportunity. Now here to Vesper. Good ball protection. Tries to get that inside to Cecilia. And it's there. Cecilia hanging on to it. Olivia with the ball. Her shot is up and just a little short. Rebounded by Noble Whitley. 30 seconds to go. Now 20, under 20. And that was blocked by Vesper. Shot up from the free throw line, no good for Noble Whitley. Offensive rebound, we've got about 3 seconds left, and I think the referees will just let this go to the buzzer. Great job by the Wildcats, pulling away in the second half, only allowing 2 second half points, and honestly it was when Addie got mixed up on being on offense or defense and was outside the 3-point line. That was the only time that Noble Whitley was able to score here in the second half, so really nice defensive lockdown. So the Wildcats will play in the 12U championship tomorrow. I don't remember what time that is. I have a paper with all the times, but it's upstairs. So you can check the Wildcat website to get that time, but excited to see these girls in the championship game. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.